GNS is finally hunting down the naked shorts, but is this enough to squeeze the stock all the way upwards of the $3 to $5 levels in the upcoming week? Or is this a ticker which has already ran its course? You should be locking your profits and walking away from. What's up, friends? Today, we're GNS under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a callous breakdown. The what, we're going to be doing some stock analysis. The where, I'm going to tell you guys where to get in and where to get out in the upcoming week. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button now. Let's get to work. So when it comes to GNS, guys, this is a ticker which is up approximately 50% in the after hours today, guys, based off of the news that the company's gone ahead and they are taking action against the naked shorts. Who specifically in the naked shorts community? The big dogs, okay? They're going against Citadel, okay? My apologies, I meant Citadel, right? Securities and Virtue Financial for alleged market manipulation, and they're seeking at least $250 million. So big money, right? Big money. Now let's go over and let's read the positive and the negative. So it says the positive is companies proactively pursuing legal remedies to protect shareholders, filing C-class. Okay, so it's pretty simple stuff. Negatives: allegations of extensive market manipulation could harm company reputation and share liquidity. Potential prolonged litigation with uncertain outcomes and legal costs. Claim may draw regulatory scrutiny and further market volatility. Operational disruption if brokers restrict buy access as alleged. Okay, now here's the thing. This is what you got to understand. Okay, so some of this is legit, and some of this are legitimate concerns, and some of them are irrelevant. For example, this one, claims may draw regulatory scrutiny to further market volatility. This means nothing, okay? Potential prolonged litigations and uncertain outcome of legal costs. This is literally the only thing you got to worry about, right? Because the problem is, right, that this 250 million, if you know how lawsuits work, okay? If you've ever been sued enough, right? Sued before, not sued enough. If you've ever been sued before, you know, okay? Or if you've ever read how these litigations work, maybe you haven't been sued before, maybe, you know, hopefully you've never been sued before. Let's get back into it, all right? So pretty much what these companies do is they just drag it on and on and on. They just drag on the lawsuit on forever and forever and forever and forever and forever and forever. So now what happens? You're just bleeding money. You're 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 bleeding. So it's going to get to a point where you have invested millions of dollars into this lawsuit, okay? And they're just asking you for more and more and more and more. Where you get to a point where you're like, dude, this is wasting my time. It's been wasting my money. And I still don't really know if I'm going to win or not. And it really looks like we don't know where this is going. Like, we don't really know whether or not we're going to be successful at the end of this or not, right? I'm investing all this money. So what you got to understand is, for me, honestly, you know, this is one of those catalysts that is really just smoke and mirrors. You know, it's really nothing. It's nothing serious. It's just an allegation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if they're gonna get this 250 million. Now you may say, oh well, you know, they're gonna. And let me tell you something, man. This is not the first company that has sued these guys for market manipulation. They're not. And what happened to the previous ones? Has anyone ever won? Have you ever seen any headlines of Citadel coming out and settling, doing a large settlement and paying these companies off? Because I'll tell you, I've seen this news over and over again, right? Let's go. Mullen stock, naked short sellers. Let's go over here, right? So it says, let's see if this is the, okay, it's not loading, but you know, every single company, right, has gone through a phase of hiring individuals. Look at this. Retains law firm to investigate, combat naked short selling. 2023. I mean, I've seen this over and over again before, right? There was a point, I'll tell you guys this, in 2023, there was a point where this was the hot catalyst on the markets. Where any company that would come out and they would hire a legal team to go after these hedge funds for naked shorting, their stock would pump up 50%, 60%. But I'm here to tell you is that these gains are not sustainable. They're not sustainable because we're not going to hear back from what the hell is going to happen for a very long time. We're just not going to hear about it. right? And at the end of the day, guys, one of the things that I've always taken pride on this channel has been coming out here and telling you guys the things that you need to hear, not telling you the things that you want to hear. Okay? So this is truly just me doing that, right? It's me telling you guys, hey, listen, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, okay? So for the catalyst, we're really just going to put a breaking catalyst, breaking news as okay, right? Now, let's do some stock analysis. When we start doing stock analysis, we can get a better picture of actually what's going to happen next up from here on out, right? So we're not doing company analysis, we're doing stock analysis. What's the stock market? Supply and demand. That's the stock market, supply and demand, okay? So let's start doing supply and demand. So first things first, let's figure out how much supply this company has. Well, the company has a free float of 77 million, putting its float market cap at 66 million. So very volatile ticker, okay? Sub 100 mil, very volatile. So we're gonna go over here. Volatility is amazing. The next thing we're trying to look at is gonna be, what are the odds that the company adds to this supply? Remember what we said, right? Supply and demand. When supply and demand increases, prices go up. However, when demand is increasing but supply is increasing at a more rapid rate, prices go down. How could supply be increasing, Sam? What are you talking about? I'm talking about dilution. So what are the odds that this company is going to go out and dilute? Well, the first telltale sign is how much money do they have? The numbers I'm sharing with you guys are based off of their most recent SEC filings. The company right now has negative $8.1 million negative in their cash and cash equivalents. They're burning negative $7 million every quarter, leaving them with this much money. Zero. That's how much money these guys got. Okay? Zero. Nada. Right? So terrible cash. That means if something is free, they can't afford it. They got negative cash. Like if someone's giving out free food, they can't afford it. No, sorry, I can't. I need to make back money. It's free. Can't afford $0. Okay? Crazy stuff. Now, obviously that's not how it works. I'm joking. Right? Sometimes people come and like, oh, that's no, you stupid. Did you just say that? It's like, no, bro, you're stupid. I did just say that. Now, the next thing we want to look at is going to be the odds of them adding to this float. So they do have the financial motivations to do so. Let's take a look at this. Historically high. And right now their overhead supply is also massive, meaning they have already sold so much equity and they already have so much at the market dilution, which they're going to act on this insane price volatility. They're going to add shares. Previously, bro, this is a company that sold 53-cent shares before. Do you think those guys are going to cash in those shares or not? The stock right now is trading at $1. What is it trading at? At $1.30. So those guys, their position is up 200%. Are they going to cash it in or no? Not 200%, less. 150%. Are they going to cash it in or not? They're probably going to cash it in. They're probably going to sell their shares into the market. Because guess what? Monday morning, this stock's also going to have a lot of volume. GNS is a household name. It's known for going on parabolic rallies. So for me, the odds of dilution, let's go over here. Terrible. Okay? Terrible. Very high. Let's take a look at the institutional ownership. 0.4%. Not good. Short interest. I can only assume what the short interest looks like on this. Okay, so short interest is actually not that bad. 0.21%. Interesting. That's cool. That's cool. Not really that big. Let's try this is the right GNS. Okay, that was not the right GNS. I freaking thought so. Yeah, but the short interest is still very small. 5.92%. That's interesting. Okay. And this is because, they've messed with the float so much. They've added so many damn shares to this float that the short interest that they previously had, it just becomes worth less and less and less and less, right? It's really sad, man. There was a point where I forgot what the CEO's name was, but he truly was the guy that was a pioneer in taking on the shorts and fighting the shorts and everything like that. And now it's just, he's lost the plot. He no longer really cares at all, and it's upsetting, of course, to say the least. But at the end of the day, right, you got to do what you got to do. And he has a company to run, and the stock is on the company, and the company's on the stock. And, he's going to do what he's got to do in order to raise funds, in order to operate day in, day out. And I guess this is what he's got to do, right? And it sucks, but part of the game, right? That's all we got to do. Now, where do I see the sticker heading from here? Where would I be a buyer? I would be a buyer at around $1. Okay, I'll be a buy around $1. I'll play $1 to $1.12, $1.13-ish. I'll play this bounce over here, okay? I'm not buying yet at these levels, bro. I'm just not buying yet at these levels, okay? Now you may say, Sam, but Sam, it can go to 170. Yes, it can go to 170. I do see it potentially going to. I even see it testing 192, okay? I even see it with the right market conditions. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna keep it real. I see it even going all the way upwards of, these levels over here. Where is this? $2.30. I see it even going all the way up $2.30. I could see it go there, right? But the catalyst is not good enough. Historically speaking, the stock has not managed to hold any gains. I mean, look at the 4-hour chart, right? There's a great quote. It goes, when in doubt, zoom out, right? Look at this daily chart. Is pump dump, 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 pump. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen next. Oh, is it gonna just keep pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, or is it gonna dump? Probably dump. So for me, if you are stuck in this position, congratulations, right? Now you have a chance to fucking escape, right? Like now you have a chance to sell for break even or some shit. Congrats. I'm happy for you. Do it. Come on. Think about how you felt when it was sitting at 68 cents. This is the problem with a lot of people, right? Is that they forget. They're forgetful of what the hell is going on. They're forgetful of how they felt when they were red. When they felt like, oh my God, the moment I see green, I'm gonna get out. Then they see green and they're like, oh, they start watching a bunch of fucking dorks on YouTube gassing up the stock saying 250 million. Because I already know what they're saying, right? I'll already tell you. This is what they're doing. They're going, the company has a $73 million market cap, a $250 million lawsuit. That's 4 times the company's valuation. Scoops, oh my God, we're gonna be rich. Shut up. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win. Listen, call me crazy, call me a pessimist. They're not going to win. They're not. Do you know why they're not going to win? I'm going to tell you why they're not going to win. Because Citadel knows, okay? Citadel knows that if they allow GNS to win, if they settle with GNS, they're going to get a bunch of other hungry fucking hyenas that are just like GNS coming to their door, shaking a cup saying, hey, you naked shorted us too. Hey, you naked shorted us too. Hey, lawsuit, 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 lawsuit. Now they have to settle with this company, settle with that company, settle with this company, settle with that company, settle with this company. So what are they going to do? They're going to drag it on and 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 on, okay? Till nobody gives a fuck. Then, nothing's going to happen. That's it, okay? That's really what's going to happen. So, that's my take, all right? Again, is it a pessimistic take? Maybe, possibly. Do what you like. It's your money, right? Now, I trade almost every single day, okay? I day trade almost every single day, right? I swing trade sometimes. It's true, but I day trade almost every single day. If you guys want to day trade alongside me every single day, know exactly what I'm buying, exactly what I'm saying, selling, everything that, check out our private community. Our private community right now is on a 50% sale. We have over 400 members coming back month after month. There's a reason why they're coming back, man. They're making money. So, Wilson says, hi, Sam. Thank you for working on the community. My 7 days trial finished. It was great. I thank you for the membership this week. This is when we did a 7-day free trial. Okay, 7K in the 7-day free trial. Now we do a 2 weeks free trial, 14 days free trial, and a 30 days money back guarantee. 14 days free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. It really does not get any better than this. It just does not. Okay, so give it a shot. Okay, give it a shot. We've been absolutely crushing it day in, day out. Literally, yesterday, Denver Moose says, thanks to Top Trader Sound, Top Trader Academy. 22% the past 30 days. Onex says, my boy, I've been here for a week and y'all took care of me like we cousins. Thanks for your patience on our private chat and helping me understand all this shit. $3,000 past last 5 days. The big boys with the big toys, I appreciate it. $16,000. Trading futures, 7K. Thank you, Sam, and the rest of the mentors. I've been here for almost 1 week now. Maybe pause it and read some of these, man. I mean, I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but give it a shot, okay? 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount. I look forward to meeting you guys in Top Trader Academy. The link is in the comment section in the description. Why next 10 members, 50% discount? Because we want to reward the action takers and the procrastinators. I'm the guy that says, Sam, I want to join, but I first need to, talk to my wife so my wife can ask her boyfriend if I can join your free trial. It's a free trial. You can't afford free? Jesus. Anyways, don't give up, don't quit. Why? Because 90% of traders are not unprofitable. 90% of traders just quit before they become profitable. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Your boy Sam from Proper Academy.